Got it. Good evening. Okay, this is a code enforcement hearing for the City of North Miami. Today is March 7, 2018, and I am Beatrice Kezel, Special Magistrate for the City of North Miami. The purpose of this hearing is to determine if a violation exists. The purpose of this hearing is to determine if a code violation exists at your property, as observed and cited by a code enforcement officer of the city. If the city is not able to prove its case, then I will dismiss the case and you may leave. These proceedings are being recorded. Therefore, all persons who are speaking should do so one at a time to ensure that all testimony is clearly audible on the recording device. If English is not your primary language, then please inform me when I call your case. We have a translator who will assist you during the proceedings. Once your case is called, the property owner, agent for the property owner, and any witness that you may have should come forward to the podium on the left side of the room. When asked, please speak directly into the microphone and say aloud your name, your business or mailing address, and your relationship to the property. If you are not the property owner or an attorney representing the property owner, then you must present a notarized power of attorney affidavit in order for your testimony to be taken on behalf of the property owner. For new cases, you will be asked for the record, if you are aware of and understand the violation that is being heard today. And do you understand what is required to resolve the violation? Please answer accordingly. The city will present its case first, and then the property owner and or violator will be given an opportunity to testify on their own behalf, to bring forward witnesses to testify, to present evidence and photographs, and to cross-examine the city's witnesses. Following the case presentation, I will issue a finding of fact on the case. If I find that a violation of city codes exists or existed at your property, then depending on the case type, I will set an abatement date for the violation to be resolved. Or, for repeat violations, I will impose a daily fine amount. For new, non-repeat cases, my order will include an abatement date by which you must resolve the violation and a daily fine amount that I may impose at a future hearing date should the violation not be resolved by the abatement date. If I find sufficient cause to postpone enforcement action at this time, I will table this case proceeding to another hearing date in the future. If you do not agree with my finding of fact and or ruling, then the property owner may appeal the administrative order on the case to the circuit court. An appeal must be filed within 30 days of the date of the execution of the administrative order to be appealed. In accordance with Florida statutes, if a person decides to appeal any decision made by the special magistrate with respect to any matter considered at these proceedings, the person will need a verbatim record of the proceeding. This record includes the testimony and evidence upon which the appeal is to be based. The cost of obtaining the verbatim record shall be the sole responsibility of the appellant, and it is recommended that persons who plan to appeal their case should provide their own court reporter at these proceedings. Pursuant to city codes, if the City of North Miami prevails in prosecuting a case before the special magistrate, the city shall be entitled to recover all costs incurred in prosecuting the case. The current cost assessment amount is $100 per case. Once the city records an order that imposes a fine and authorizes a lien against the property, then the city will charge additional administrative fees to record and release the lien. If you are present and will be given testimony on a case, please rise and raise your right hand so the officer can administer the oath.
If any one of you is going to be speaking on any case up here, please rise and raise your right hand. If anyone's going to be speaking, raise your right hand to be sworn in. Do you swear or affirm that that the testimony you're about to give in these proceedings will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Say, I do. I do. Please, everyone stand and face the flag for the pledge of allegiance, if you able. Repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Translators,
Right here.
do you solemnly swear or affirm that the translations which you are about to give in these proceedings will be accurate and correct to the best of your knowledge, skills, and ability?
Please announce for the record if there are any additions, deletions, and/or corrections to the hearing agenda.
Good evening. The deletions are as followed. Item number 1, CESEA 2017-0003, Afzal Khan, postponed. Item number 4, CELDR 2017-00044, Carlo Jean, complied. Item number 7, CESSP 2017-00071, current property owner, complied. Item number 9, CEOSV 2018-00001, Delreen Tyrell, complied. Item number 11, Image VIO 2017-00406, Image VIO 2017-00408, Image VIO 2017-00409, Image VIO 2017-00401, Dixie Terrace Condo, complied. Item number 18, Image VIO 2017-00423, Dixie Terrace Condo, complied. Item number 21, Image VIO 2017-0012228, Dixie Terrace Condo, complied. Item number 22, CEFAW 2017-00106, Dutch Securities, complied. Item number 23, CEFAW 2017-00005, Edwin Morneau, complied. Item number 24, CEIVY 2018-00026, Edwin Morneau, complied. Item number 25, CESSP 2017-0066, Ellie Jax, complied. Item number 26, CESSP 2018-0005, Impressa Audi, complied. Item number 27, CEIVY 2017-00191, Esteban Aguila, complied. Item number 30, CEFAW 2017-00100, Fernando Orozco, complied. Item number 31, CEIVY 2018-00041, Gary and Marie Antoine Lafelle, complied. Item number 34, CESSP 2017-0070, Grady Miller, complied. Item number 36, CEGMP 2017-0076, Helen Kitchen, complied. Item number 37, CEODS 2018-0002, Arnell Berman, complied. Item number 38, CEPFY 2018-0002, Isabel Fernandez, complied. Item number 39, CEZPU 2017-0054, Jasmine Previous, complied. Item number 43, CEGMP 2017-00090, John Fair, complied. Item number 45, CESSP 2017-0085, Jose Torres, complied. Item number 46, CEJNK 2018-0007, Jose Himnosa, complied. Item number 49, CEIVY 2018-0013, Jose Sevilla, complied. Item number 52, CEIVY 2018-0002, Lasam Investment, complied. Item number 53, CEGMP 2017-0089, Laverne Patterson. That case was moved to 10 a.m. hearing. Item number 55, CEFAW 2017-00102, Leon Mondesier, complied. Item number 57, CESSP 2017-0074, Lionel Rocher, complied. Item number 58, CEGMP 2017-0092, Marcos Sandres, complied. Item number 60, CEGMP 2017-0082, Marie Joseph, complied. Item number 61, CEPFY 2018-0022, Marie LeBron, complied. Item number 63, CEGMP 2017-0084, Mark Rowe, complied. Item number 64, CEODS 2018-008, Marlene Perez, complied. Item number 65, CESSP 2017-0047, Marvin Chapman, complied. Item number 67, CEGMP 2017-0065, Mode Simbon, postponed. Item number 68, CENUS 2017-008, Paulo de Tarso, complied. Item number 69, CESSP 2018-001, Pericle Sherifir, complied. Item number 71, CEGMP 2017-0050, Ramus Caesar, postponed. Item number 73, CEIVY 2017-00193, Roselia Etienne, complied. Item number 74, CEFAW 2017-00116, Ruth Francois, complied. Item number 76, CEOSV 2018-006, Valenta, complied. And item number 78 and 79, CEJNK 2017-0091, CEODS 2017-00178, Wilson Garcon, complied. And to begin with our first case, it'll be item number 54, Officer Shanna Sanders, customer Leon Cohen Family Limited, and case number CEREL 2018-0001.
What page? Number? Thank you. Good evening. Please state your full name in relationship to the property.
Lorraine Cohenstein, property owner.
Majid Khatami, business owner.
Stephen Mechanic, attorney for both.
Shanna Sanders, City of North Miami, Code Compliance Officer. This is a new case for a recreational vehicle that's parked in the rear of the property. I spoke with both the property owner and the tenant regarding this violation. As of today, when I inspected the property, the RV is still there. He's stating that no one is living there, but I have a signed affidavit from one of the neighbors stating that the person who was living in there gave him testimony saying that, yes, this is where I stay. So I'll let the property owner in or the attorney explain what's going on. But as of the day, today, the RV still remains, and the RV still remains and it's open. I do have pictures if you would like to see.
First of all, Your Honor, I'd object to any affidavit of somebody who's not here.
Okay. Go ahead.
Your Honor, if I may, the code allows, permits a code enforcement officer to include affidavits. The rules of evidence are lax in this proceeding.
Not under the rules of evidence, Your Honor, maybe under the local rules, but clearly that's hearsay. Not only is it hearsay, it's an integral part of the case.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, that's all. The rules of evidence are lax in this case. There's nothing else to it. It's in the code.
Well, that's fine. I object to the lack or lacks of the evidentiary rules which apply in circuit court and federal court, but don't apply in this local court. Clearly, if this was an affidavit of a tangential issue, that would be a whole different argument. Or if the hearing, if this code enforcement officer personally knew of somebody living there, that would be a whole different ballgame. But it's 100% hearsay. It's not true, and it's an integral part of the case. But my objection is stated.
Well, if I can, I even spoke with the business owner who on a couple of occasions, we spoke last year, I believe it was September. We spoke again in January. We spoke actually today, and even at the time when we spoke last year, late summer, he did state that someone was living in the RV. He stated, go ahead and proceed with the case and do what you have to do. It's my property, it's my business. He didn't see why no one could be there. And that came from the business owner himself through me and his conversation.
Can I cross-examine the,
Yes.
did you ever go into the trailer?
Yes, I did. I went into the trailer, I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Did you
It
notice, did you notice there was no kitchen?
I noticed that there was a kitchen area there. There was a kitchen, a little kitchenette, yes, it was there.
Kitchen area?
It was a
there-
kitchenette area there,
I
yes.
didn't ask you that, ma'am. Was there kitchen appliances? Was there an oven, a stove, a range, a refrigerator, a hot plate, anything like that that would be in working condition?
There was a
that you saw?
kitchenette there, yes. There was a sink and a hot plate there. I then spoke to the owner and I advised him to remove the items, and I was willing to go ahead and close the violation if he removed those items and even closed the outlets, unplugged the things from the plugs that was there. He said he would do that, but as of today, they were still plugged in. But yes, I did see a kitchenette with a hot plate and a mini sink there.
Did you notice there's a for sale sign on that trailer?
It wasn't there at the time of the inspection, but it was there today.
Do you notice that trailer has wheels and is movable?
It was wheels on there, if I remember.
Well, that's rather important. Do you remember?
I vaguely remember, yeah, and I do show a picture here, actually dated today, that there are wheels on there.
So it can be moved.
From what I'm looking at, it seems as though it can be, but per a conversation that I had with the property owner, he advised that it couldn't be. But there are wheels on the RV.
Excuse me, I think she means with the business owner, not the property owner.
Okay.
So I'm confused. You do know the type license that goes with this property. It is for sale and repair and purchase and sale of cars and vehicles. Is that correct?
The business license at the second inspection when I visit the property, and the business license that he showed me, because he stated that he had 2 business licenses. The one that he showed me said for mechanic work. I then asked him upon my next inspection, can you show me another business tax receipt that shows for the sales of such items? He never showed me that. He showed me for a mechanic shop.
Ma'am, how long has he been in business in that location that you're aware of?
Okay,
How
objection.
long?
Sir,
I'm sorry.
we're not going to go into that line of questioning. If you want to question her further as to what she herself has observed, I will allow you to go into that.
How long have you been an inspector with North Miami?
I've been with the city since 2002. Same department, same field.
So you have records, access to all the records, do you not?
I have access to records.
And are you telling me that if you checked the records, it would not show that this license is in existence for 14 years for sale?
The license that was shown to
No,
me
didn't
and that I
ask you the
checked.
license that was shown you. I asked you, are you aware of the fact, whether he showed it to you or not, that he has a license in effect for 14 years for sale, purchase, and repair of vehicles?
The
Just yes or
license
no?
that he showed me showed for a mechanic shop.
Okay.
You did not see the dealer license?
I have no further questions, Judge Afro.
Yes, mm-hmm.
Could I show her other pictures at this point?
And let me
Let-
also introduce the affidavit that the resident, the fellow business owner, gave to me.
And I note your objection
My
for the
same-
record.
Same objection, Your Honor. Your Honor, can I show a photograph?
I just want to allow her to present her case, and
Okay.
does the city rest?
Yes.
All right, so if I understand this correctly, this is a commercial property?
Yes, Judge.
This is a business
Yes, Judge.
that sells, purchases, and
Purchase,
repairs
sale.
vehicles?
Repair, purchase, sale.
Okay,
If you would drive by the property, you would see cars with for sale signs and other cars in the shop being repaired.
all right,
And it's been in existence for 14 years.
okay.
Also, the trailer is quite set back from the main avenue as well. And also, as the property owner, I have been told and insisted upon for quite a while that there is nobody living there.
All right.
May I ask the code enforcement officer?
You may not have to. We may not get there. Typically, I do take into consideration competent, reliable hearsay, because again, the rules of evidence and what have you is a little lax in these proceedings. But if the entire case here is based on the fact that we're saying this recreational vehicle is being used as a living facility, I need more evidence for that. I cannot basically enter an order in favor of the city based on just someone says, I may have seen, and you've never observed them yourself, and this person is not here. And I have nothing else, especially if we're talking about this is a business and this is what they do. They sell, they repair, and they so if the city doesn't have any more or any other witnesses, I will dismiss this case.
Thank you. Judge, in order to prevent a possible problem, I have a question. This is a trailer that's for sale. The property is fenced in, the office is fenced in. Occasionally, there is a security guard. As you know, it's a crime area. The security guard has no access to the office, but he patrols the area. He has been known to go into that trailer and sit there, and I noticed the violation says sleeping, eating, or resting. Is this code enforcement officer going to take a position that if there's a security guard walking the area and he sits in the trailer, we're in violation?
Your Honor, may I respond?
Sure.
Section 29-5-1405 of the City of North Miami's code specify, this was cited under 1406. But 1405, and I understand there's another case that's open, specifies that parking and/or storage of a recreational vehicle shall be permitted only by an administrative variance. So unless there's an administrative variance, a recreational vehicle should not be parked within the city at all. It's a violation of our code. That is the blanket
Well,
rule.
3 blocks south of Max's property, there's a picture of 6
I
trailers.
understand, but there's an administrative variance that's needed for any exceptions. The blanket rule is that it's prohibited unless there is an administrative variance.
So your inference is unless he gets that variance, we're going to be back on a
No,
different violation.
The specific code is very clear.
But you didn't
1405
charge him
says
under that
they're-
code.
Correct. This case was
Correct.
charged under 1406,
Right.
but the rule is, under the code, there's an administrative variance needed. There should not be any recreational vehicles parked in the city or stored within the city.
So your inference is by citing a different code, we can come back
You'll
next
be
week.
right
I'll
back here.
specify the answer, so at this point, I'm not saying anything further, Your Honor. I'm just making it clear
Well,
that
I'm trying to
1405.
prevent a problem as opposed to foresee a problem.
Correct. You can read
Okay.
the
She's
code or
now
you can
telling
speak with
me-
the officer.
Okay. And she has just cited the rules, the code to you, so I would say review it, talk it over with your clients, and, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Yes?
May I say one word?
Sure.
2 words, actually.
Speak,
That
state
item-
your name again for me, please.
Majid Max Khatami. They know I'm in this city 37 years now. I haven't done anything wrong to this city. I haven't done any violation or anything else. That property is a part of the sales. If he sells, I move it out of there. Why I cannot sell a RV? Why?
Okay, you're selling the entire business? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm selling the RV, that recreational vehicle that I have over there,
Okay,
the trailer.
all right. And what,
Why I need a variance when I'm a dealer?
she doesn't make the rules, sir.
Because she said so.
Well, actually, she doesn't make the rules. That's, yes, somebody said so.
Thank you
It
so
wasn't
much for
her.
your time.
Thank you, Honor.
Thank you.
Item number 56, Officer Edmund Fitzel, customer Leonidas Ramos, case number CEBPR 20170081.
Did you say 26?
No, 56.
Okay, because I was gonna say I don't have a 26.
Okay, you have to sign in because I didn't see you sign in.
Good evening. Please state your full name in relationship to the property.
Meili Ramos,
I think
property
it's
owner.
under spin.
Thank you.
Grindle Lynn Spencer? Okay, did you update it with property appraiser? Okay, so then we'll take note of that.
Edmund Fitzel, City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer. This case has already been adjudicated. The property was notice to appear was mailed on February 26th, and the property was posted with notice to appear, and affidavit of service was filed. As of today, there's still no permit on this property for all the interior work and remodeling.
Well,
No permits have been, no application on file?
yeah, we were here last time and we showed you the permits that were pulled. We were missing some of them, which we're still working on. I have copies of the submission dates to the city. Well, we were basically missing, last time, they had showed pictures of the floor tear down from the property. I went to the city and I submitted an application for flooring. I was told that I didn't need an application to be submitted for flooring, that I didn't need a permit for that. I also submitted the plumbing application on January 8th. I submitted it January 8th. This is a receipt they give you when you submit the application to the city. It's dated January 8th. I called the following week to follow up and see the status of the permit. They said they needed more time to call back the following week, so I did. And they told me there's nothing in the system yet, give them another week. So we're already going on the 3rd week into this. When I
okay.
called the 3rd week, I was told they had misplaced the file and that they needed additional time to work on it. It was then until February 9th that I was told the permit was denied because I needed to include in the plumbing permit building as well, and I needed to submit existing plans of the property with new plans for the property. We had already hired an architect that was taking care of the case. When we called him to see why it was taking so long for him to provide plans, he said he simply had too much work and he couldn't give us the paperwork in the time frame that we needed. We went ahead and we hired Jamie Palma. Jamie Palma is an architect that has worked with the city before. He's known at the permit and zoning department. So he went ahead and he sat down with the chief at the zoning department to figure out what we needed so that we could move on from there.
Okay.
This is in the month of February. So the chief told him, okay, let's go ahead and pull the plans that we have currently for your property. And he gave him a copy of the plans. The architect went out to the house and he noticed that the previous owner had done some work in the property that was not showing in the existing plans at the city. So now we're working on new plans that include that work from the previous owner, which now, unfortunately, we were told that it lands on the new property owners. So we already have a set of plan that was provided by the architect. The general contractor went to the city to submit the plans to get them approved. He was told that the only person that could take and review this was the chief of the zoning department, which is right now on vacation. And so we were told you need to wait until he comes back so that you can go ahead and submit the plans. And this is where we're at. But this is the only thing that
We
we
do
are
have
missing.
permits for the inside. We do have electrical and we do have air conditioning already passing inspection. I don't know
Yeah.
why you're saying that we don't have no permits.
Permits for the interior remodeling have been denied as of February 26th. Everything's been denied by building and mechanical's all been denied.
I-
In the comments from the building department,
Not
they said
mechanical,
everything
we
has been, it's been denied anyway.
No, well,
so-
the only one that was denied was the plumbing. But we did show you last time, last time the inspector wasn't here. It was another office inspector that presented the case to you. And we showed her the permits that we had. Here's the mechanical, air conditioner, which shows final in the city. If you log into the website, it shows final. And we also have the electrical permit.
We're missing for FPNO to finish the electrical permit.
Yeah, we're actually waiting for FPL so that they can give us the okay to request the final inspection on that. The only thing that we're missing is for the chief from the zoning department to return, approve the plans so that we can go ahead and have the plumbing and the building approved.
You saying no?
No, they've been denied from the building department already. And if you'd like to refresh your memory, I guess they went and did an inspection. Here's the photos of the house. It's not just kitchen remodeling that they applied for and plumbing. That's why they went out. There's all kinds of, the house was gutted and remodeled.
Yeah, those were
Oh.
the same pictures that they showed you last time, which, by the way, I want to point out, those pictures were illegally obtained. Nobody gave any permission to enter the property and take any pictures. There wasn't any inspections done by the city inside the property. Those were all illegally obtained. I didn't object to it last time because I'm willing to comply. That's what I'm doing. I'm getting each and every one of the permits. I don't have any objections to that. But I am saying, and now he says that there was an inspection done inside the property. There was no inspection done inside the property. Those pictures were illegally obtained.
Okay. What are the dates that you have when they entered the denial?
February 26th.
And where are your permits? Show them to the officer.
I don't have
what
the
month?
permits in front of me. The building
What-
department has that. I don't have
No,
that.
no, what month?
February 26th.
Last
They
month.
were denied on February 26th?
Yeah, they've been resubmitted a couple times now.
Yeah. That's why the general contractor had to sit down with the chief of the zoning department to see what was going on, why it kept being denied, and what he needed to do to go ahead and correct it.
Okay. All right, so we tabled this back in, it was adjudicated in January.
January 6th.
Okay, and we were here last month?
No.
We present the prints and everything.
Huh?
We present
No,
all the-
we were not here last month.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. You said that you have a new architect, a new general contractor? with-
Yes.
Jaime de Alma, yes.
Jaime de Alma, and he's the actual architect that's working on the case. He's worked with the city before. He's known at the permit department, and he knows the chief inspector as well as the one that's under him. He's been sitting down with them personally, going over all the plans to resolve everything.
All right,
And I
so,
do have copies of the plans.
all right, I'll give you one more continuance. I'll give you an additional 30 days because you said the chief is on vacation.
That's correct.
So let's reset it again for next month. And when you come back next month, I want to see that we are proceeding,
forward.
moving forward with this case, because
I appreciate that because honestly, it just to get a denial on the plumbing, it took us an entire month just to get one denial. That but in no other city do you present for a permit and it takes them 30 days to deny it, and then from there you have to basically rush to get everything done. To have somebody draw plans, to have somebody sit down with the permit department, it's
Ms. Magistrate, they might need more than 30 days if the engineer's got to redo everything because it was denied. So he's got to redo it all and resubmit it, and then it's got to go through the building process and everything.
everything. I thought they said that he submitted everything. They're just waiting for the chief to come and
No,
review.
it was denied. And
Okay.
Mr. Pizzolo is not on vacation. He's here. He's working.
He's here.
No, he wasn't.
he
Went
wasn't.
yesterday, and he wasn't.
Okay, but he's
All right, so 60 days is okay with you?
that's fine by me.
All right, reset 60 days.
Thank you.
All right, guys,
Thank you.
get to work.
Yeah, no, we've been working. It's kind of hard juggling work with the baby, a sick mom, construction, and going to the city 5 times a week. It's hard.
I understand.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, have a good one.
Item number 3, Officer Dessalines, customer Cardinal Godfrey Fryer, case number CEGMP 2017-0091.
Is anyone here?
Yes.
Ramona? Is it Godfrey? Okay. Take your time. Good evening. Please state your full name and relationship to the property.
Cardinal Godfrey.
Okay.
Sophia Disney, City of North Miami Code Compliance Officer. This case is a brand new case for the roof of the property that need to be repaired and also remove the blue top that's on top of the roof. On the violation was issued December 9th, and I post the notice to appear on February 23rd at 1:29 for them to appear. And I also have a picture of the violation that I took on the 6th, showing the violation still exists.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. If I remove that, then we're gonna have. Then I would mow the house. That's from the hurricane. What I'm supposed to do.
This is your house?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay. You have any questions for the officer?
No, if I remove that, what I'm supposed to do, it rain, and if I don't my bed, I'm asleep.
Okay,
I
so
gotta
the
wait for
roof
the
is
insurance.
leaking
Yes, ma'am. From the hurricane.
from the hurricane?
Yeah, I gotta wait for the insurance.
Okay.
Maybe you got the insurance. Tell them pay me, then I'll get it ready. I'm
Okay.
supposed to sleep.
So you have a case, you file a claim with the insurance?
Yeah, the insurance. I'm waiting.
You're waiting?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
waiting. I don't know where I'm at, Jesus Christ.
I mean,
okay. And how, what happened?
What they want me to do?
The city completely understand after the hurricane there's a lot of roof that get damaged, but we never get a call or no one contacted
My
us to
daughter
ask
do
for
call.
time.
My daughter called. Don't tell me you shouldn't. My daughter called. My daughter just leave her. She called. Call all the time. She tell them let the roof, the whole, right on my bed. What I'm supposed to do? What they want to do? Your house leaking? Is your house leaking? Jesus.
No, sir. But even if you're waiting on the insurance, you need to at least prove me
I'm
some
waiting for the
paper
insurance.
showing
My daughter
you
called.
working something with the insurance. If I don't
Yes,
have
I'm
anything
waiting for
from
the
you,
insurance.
I can't
I
put
pay
the
what
violation on hold.
$6,000 a year for insurance.
I need something
right.
that stated that.
Sir, allow her to present her case and I'll allow you an opportunity to respond. Okay, so you're saying you haven't seen any,
No, the document, nothing from the insurance or any call. I haven't get any call from them. I speak to a lot of people with those situation, but never get a call from them.
All right. But you do have a claim pending?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. I'm going to give him time. Okay.
So I'm waiting on, you know. I pay over $3,000 a year for insurance. What's with that?
All right. So let's reset. I
mean,
don't want to do it. How long can you live with? Because they're waiting on the insurance. And do you want to reset it in 30 days to see if we make progress? Sir, if you're...
We could just do 60 to 90 days. But I need them to give me an update so we can know where we stand with the
All right.
insurance.
Sir, once you hear back from the insurance company, can you reach out to the officer and let her know? I'm going to reset it 60 days. If you need more time, call her, let her know, and she can take it off calendar just to allow you more time to deal with the insurance company. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Maybe she should go after the insurance. No, insurance works slow. They don't.
Good luck to you, sir. Ma'am, here.
Finish?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
There's a case of an attorney. She's gonna call that attorney.
Item number 35, Officer Ernst Baptiste, customer Gwendolyn W. Spence, case number CERCV 2017-00117.
Good evening. Please state your full name and relationship to the property.
Oh. I'm Dr. Gwendolyn West, and I'm the owner of the property.
Thank you.
Good evening, Your Honor. Andrew Cassier, attorney for Ms. West.
Thank you, sir.
Ernst Baptiste, City of Miami, Code Enforcement Officer. Case was opened back in October of last year, October 2018, for an recreation vehicle parked on the driveway. Case was heard last month and was tabled by the magistrate, and it's back in front of the magistrate. Property was posted on the 23rd of February. Picture was taken. RV still in the front.
I remember this case, and I think I tabled it for a very specific reason. And I'll allow the city attorney to just remind me why I... Yes, go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. Carolyn Martin on behalf of the City Attorney's Office. Good afternoon. I've been in contact with the counsel for Dr. West. Your Honor was clear that you wanted this case off calendar until there was some sort of update. During the time when the case was off calendar, I had a chance to look into the issue, find out that there's a lot more information that wasn't stated on the record that we had no idea about. For instance, Dr. West has had an opportunity to meet with our risk manager, our city manager. Everyone's aware of the issue, and there's been a lot that happened behind the scenes. At this case, at this point in time, there is a litigation involving this property and the facts that she mentioned at the prior hearing. But I've had a chance to speak with the actual city attorney, and it's our position that the violation has nothing to do with the lawsuit, and it's proper for this case to go forward because she's in fact in violation as we see it. And that's why the case is before, Your Honor.
Hey, may I, Your Honor?
Absolutely.
Your Honor, the litigation has everything, this violation has everything to do with the litigation. The reason that Ms. West is, Dr. West, excuse me, the reason that Dr. West is living in an RV in her front yard is because the litigation involves raw sewage, which we contend was the responsibility of the city of North Miami to make sure that it didn't come onto her property. It did, and the litigation also indicates that this is a recurring problem that has happened approximately half a dozen times in the last 10 years. So the ongoing litigation, the reason that she is in quote-unquote violation by living in the RV has everything to do with it because FEMA has said that the house as it currently exists is not inhabitable. I understand that the city has made suggestions or offers to Dr. West to come onto the property to clean, repair, whatever, but unfortunately, because there is litigation, and I understand their position, but everything comes with sign a waiver and release, and we'll take care of everything.
Your Honor, if I may, he's completely right, but the code accounts for issues like this. The code is very specific that she can apply for an administrative variance, which has been suggested. That'll have no impact on her waiving her rights to a lawsuit, or is as simple as doing what the officer suggested and moving the RV to the back of the vehicle. At that point, she doesn't, again, waive any rights when it comes to the litigation, and she's in compliance with the code. She can get administrative variance, or simply where the city will take into account her circumstances, or it's as simple as moving the recreational vehicle to the back. That is it. Because she refuses to do either, it's our position that she's in violation of the code. And those are very specific issues that have nothing to do with the litigation, which involves both the city
What's
of North
keeping
Miami
you
and Miami-Dade County.
from either applying for a variance or just moving the vehicle towards the back of the property?
If I move the vehicle to the back of the house, I won't have a bathroom. The sewage line is in the front yard. We thought about that. I talked it over with Mr. Baptiste before we brought the motorhome. I had a choice of being homeless, not any place to live, or putting it in the front yard. I cannot put a sewer line in the back because this is your sewer line in the front of the house. And I have a gate there that the motorhome is too big to go through the gate.
All right, so I guess the only option is to apply for a variance.
The variance, this is not a permanent motorhome.
We
It is
understand.
it is rented.
Mhm.
So the variance is for a motorhome that you own.
The variance is for any motorhome. It doesn't specify rented or owned. Any motorhome, any recreational vehicle, excuse me, that you're attempting to store or park on city property, apply for variance.
Okay, so the variance allows me to keep the motorhome in the front yard?
That'll be specified when you get the variance, but so long as you want to park a recreational vehicle, you apply for a variance and you work out the details with the zoning and the code, the
I
zoning.
think that's why I'm
and the
here, because the
CP&D
motorhome
department.
is in the front yard. It's in the front yard.
It
Will the
doesn't
va-
matter where it's at. The fact that it's parked in the city,
Mhm.
she needs a recreational vehicle. Or she needs an administrative variance.
Okay. And how long is the process?
I'm not sure. We can look into that. I can get information for her, but based on the information that she relayed last time, it was my understanding that she wasn't interested in applying for an administrative variance, and she wasn't interested in moving her RV.
Your Honor, I've had an opportunity to speak to Dr. West now. We would pursue the administrative variance. I don't know if the city attorney knows how long that process takes, but depending on how long the process is anticipated, I would ask Your Honor to either recess this matter for 30 or 60 days, however much time we're going to need to, get the administrative variance resolved.
All right.
Well, that's going to be part of
90 days, because right across from her, there's another lady that is going through the variance. It's been 3 months. She hasn't gotten the variance yet.
All right. Okay, so 90 days, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Have a good evening.
Item number 2, Officer Shannon Sanders, customer Bazil Ellis, case number CELDR 20170043.
Good evening, sir. Please state your full name and relationship to the property.
Yes, my name is Basil Ellis.
Okay.
I'm the property owner.
All right.
Shanna Sanders, City of North Miami Code Compliance Officer. This is a new case for a tree that fell during Hurricane Irma that is still falling, leaning onto the neighbor's property. I don't want to even give any testimony about what the neighbor said since, you know, it's like we don't want to really kind of take that into consideration. But December, I cited the property owner for the tree that's linked over. I have not spoke with the property owner at all. I spoke with the neighbor on a couple of occasions, but, you know, I guess that's our conversation. As of the day, the tree is still leaning on the neighbor's
Let
property.
me stop you. That's not what my ruling said. That's not what I said. I think that you're able to observe a falling tree.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I said, in addition to what a witness tell you, you have to be able to testify as to
But I
what you
don't
observe. You have to be able to corroborate the witness's testimony.
But I don't have a signed affidavit, so I don't want to give her testimony. She said
It's-
she was going to be here, but since she's not here, I don't want to give her testimony.
It's up to you how you wish to present your case.
So
If you don't want to testify as to what the witness says, or what does it say, I will rule according to what you give me. So long we understand each other, you can proceed.
Yes.
Your Honor, may I interject? So you're allowed to give that presentation, give the evidence of what the witness said. She's going to take into consideration everything, like she's basically saying all the evidence, and she'll decide how much weight to give to that witness's testimony and how much she's going to use that when she makes her overall decision.
Well, I don't
But
want to even
give
bring the
everything-
testimony in with them not being here. She said she was going to come, but I don't see her in the audience, and she didn't give a signed affidavit as the previous resident or business owner did, so I don't even want to give her testimony.
I'm saying you're allowed to, and then the magistrate will decide how much, and the fact that there's not a signed affidavit versus just something that you were told.
So we can't speak about conversations.
Yes, she'll take that into consideration, but you're, just give her everything that you have, and she'll make
Okay.
a decision. Decide how much weight to give it.
Okay. December 1st, I cited the violation, the property owner for the tree that's leaning over onto the neighbor's property. As of today, the tree still remains leaning over. I'll let the property owner explain what's going on with the tree.
Okay, let me just try to understand. I
Sir,
believe,
sir,
excuse me, I'm sorry.
do you have any photographs?
Yes, I do.
Okay, show it to the owner, please.
Okay. Right, the tree reference is not in my, sorry. Per the photograph, the tree in reference is not in my yard, it's in the neighbor's yard. So it actually belongs to that neighbor, not in my yard. The roots came up on my side of the fence when it fell over. So the tree fell over from east to west, and the roots came over in my yard. So the actual tree belongs to the neighbor, not mine.
I'm sorry. It fell during the hurricane. I can only speak of what was said to me per the neighbor. She stated that the tree fell during the hurricane. At first, they didn't say anything because they were trying to give the neighbor time to remove it, but it seemed like nothing was getting done. So, of course, they said they had no choice but to, you know, I guess, see what was going on and make a complaint to see what was, you know, if they could get it removed.
Excuse me, per those photographs, you know, you can see the tree
Which one
resides.
is your house? Which of these two properties is yours?
The one to the left.
This is your property?
That's correct.
So this tree here,
Is
that's kind of on top of this property, this house.
It's in their yard.
This is their tree?
That's correct.
This
The
is
roots-
inside the, is it inside the gate?
It's inside the fence of that yard.
If you look possibly at the second page, it's another picture. Probably, I mean, I have it even when I posted the property on the 23rd, several pictures. It's from what I visibly saw myself. The roots are in
I'm sorry.
this owner's property, and the tree is leaning over onto the property to the west of him. due to the fall. But the roots visibly are in his yard.
Because, may I interject for a second?
Sure.
The tree always resided into that neighbor's yard. You know, when the hurricane came and it pushed the tree to the west, you know,
Let me see if I can figure out whose tree it is. What kind of tree? Is it a mango tree?
no, it's not.
Is it an avocado tree?
I don't even know what tree it is.
So it's not a fruit tree,
It's
because
not a
I'm
fruit
trying to
tree.
figure who eats the fruit from the tree.
No, it's not a fruit tree.
So that's why we don't know who the owner is.
There was never a tree in my yard, in the front yard. You know, the roots can go anywhere. And because it fell to the west side, the roots came up on the east side, you know, which it came up into my yard.
So there's a fence that basically
Divides.
goes around the entire property,
Off
correct?
the neighbor's yard, that's correct.
Okay, so this fence here, does it go, does it circle around the tree?
It's actually, the fence is actually, the fence is to the west of where the tree is.
Plain English.
Okay.
When she fenced her property, was the tree on your side of the fence or on
No,
her
tree-
side of the
tree was
fence?
never in my yard.
He's stating correct. The fence is on the west side of.
I mean, I'm sorry.
the,
I misstated that. The tree's on the west of the fence.
Visibly looking at that picture. The
I'm not able
fence-
to, I don't
yeah.
know what any of that means. The fence, this is her fence, right? Her yard. She fenced in her property, correct?
Whenever they bought
I'm sorry?
yes,
Does the tree inside her fence
it's
or
inside-
on your side of the
inside
fence?
her fence, not in my yard.
Okay,
The tree was never in my yard.
okay,
It's right up against the fence line on their property.
okay. Then I understand what he's saying. So when the tree fell, the roots basically lifted and it shows like it's on your
Absolutely.
side of the property. But if the tree is fenced in on your property,
Yes.
then I mean,
That's exactly what happened.
I just want to make sure I understand. The tree's on the neighbor's property,
correct.
but the roots somehow are on his property.
The tree is.
The,
Looking
my
at the
understand-
pictures, the tree is in his yard and it fell over onto the neighbor's property. Roots and all is now leaning over onto the neighbor's
The
property.
roots are in my property. The roots are
Well,
on my
Yes,
property.
that's what I'm saying. Yes, the tree and the roots are in his property, and now they're leaning over onto the neighbor's property.
I think
Okay,
you
what
got it
does the
wrong.
neighbor wants him to do? Because if I'm understanding it correctly, if she has her property fenced in and the tree is on inside the fence, meaning placed on her property, and it falls on her property, why is this man here?
Exactly.
Because the tree and the roots are in his yard. It's the fence is to the west of, I mean, and that's the best way I could say it. The tree is here and the fence is here. It fell over onto
It
the
did
neighbor's
not.
property from what and I'm only going by since what I visibly saw and by what the neighbor says to me. From the pictures I took, the tree is now leaning over onto the fence. Bent the fence is stuck in the tree, roots and all, now leaning over onto the neighbor's property. But the roots in the tree was in his yard.
I think that's incorrect. That is absolutely incorrect.
Here's what I'm gonna do. If she's that interested in this case, she's gonna have to come and testify. I'm gonna reset this case for next month. I'm not gonna do this. He's saying that the tree was always inside on her property.
And I fully get that.
I
That's why I said
understand.
I don't want to go
Correct.
with her testimony. She
Because
said she was a principal and she had a meeting tonight.
If
at
this
the
is
school,
important to her, then she
so-
needs to be here. Otherwise, I'm gonna throw the case out. Let her know that.
May I
Reset,
ask,
30 days.
what are they expecting me to do for that tree?
They need you to cut it, I'm assuming.
Well,
Is
you know,
that
we
it?
need
And
to
that's-
have her come
that's-
and make her testimony because
that's what was stated. They
the
would
next
like for
time
the
I'll
tree
bring,
to be
I'll
cut
bring
in or
pictures,
removed.
to show you from front and from the back, so I to show you where the tree
That's
is
what you were
located.
supposed to do, but I do understand if she's not here, you're telling me one thing, the
understand.
officer is testifying, but the person whose house, whose home is impacted by this is not here. So, I'm going to table it for 30 days. If she's interested in how I'm gonna rule in this case, she will be here. All right, reset 30 days.
Thank you so much.
Item number 6, Officer Dessalines. Case number CEGMP 2017-0093. Customer Claude Bastien.
Mr. Bastien?
Yes, how are you?
Good. Is that you, Claude Bastien?
Yeah, I'm Howard Bastien.
Harold? Okay, what is your relationship to this property?
Yeah, I'm the owner.
Okay, speak into the mic, please.
Yeah, I'm the owner of the property.
Okay. Do you need a translator or are you okay?
I'm okay.
All right.
Okay.
Alright,
So you're not Claude, you're Harold.
Yeah, I'm Harold, yeah.
Okay, who's Claude?
Claude is my dad.
Okay.
Alright. Sophia Dessalines, City of North Miami Code Compliance Officer. This violation was issued for the property that need to be painted. I set out the violation on December 13. The violation was in compliance. Notice to appear was posted on the property on the 23rd at 3 p.m. On the 23rd, 2018.
All right, sir. Go ahead. Do you have any photographs to show Mr. Harold?
I do, actually.
Number 6.
Yes, we are. I understand that there's a lot of things need to be done to the house. Okay, we're trying to get the mortgage for the house. This is the proof of my lawyer working with it.
Okay, show it
Okay.
to the officer, pass it to the attorney, to the city attorney.
So we need more time to get the mortgage to do whatever we need to be done to the house.
Okay. One second. All right. You said you are in the I didn't really read the whole thing.
Yeah. Now we're working with the bank trying to get the mortgage for the house.
Okay. So this is there's pending litigation on this case?
Exactly, Rihanna. So we need more than 90 days for that. So I don't know how long that's gonna be.
I don't want to set it for 90 days.
I mean, if he's in the process to own the property and is living in the property at the moment, I don't see nothing wrong with him painting the property.
You currently reside there?
Yes, I do live there, but the property was on my dad's name. I'm trying to take it over now, trying to refinance it and to do what we need to be done.
Okay, so they're in probate. You're in probate?
Yeah.
He's trying to have the property transferred over to him. Okay. How about let's reset it 60 days?
I don't think that would be enough time, Rihanna.
I'm sorry?
I don't think that would be enough time because, I don't know how long that's going to be.
Okay.
I mean, 60 days is fine with me. I don't think it should be more than that. It's just a paint.
We don't have anything in July?
Nope.
Oh, cool. All right, so you're gonna get the 60 days, 80 days anyways.
Okay. If I need more time, I will come back before the 60 days, okay?
Say that, I'm sorry?
I say if anything doesn't go right, so I'll come back before the 60 days to let you know.
Okay.
Okay.
Just call the officer and
Sure.
all right, reset 60 days.
Thank you.
Item number 8, Officer Dessalines, customer Deborah Jones, case number CEGMP 2017-0088. Number 8.
You said 68?
No, number 8.
I'm hearing things too.
Good afternoon. My name is Deborah Jones.
All
I'm
right.
here to represent my property because the lawyer had something to do, and they called her at 2:30, and she said she already booked for something else. So I'm asking you to roof on the house, just the insurance paper here. We need some time, at least 90 days, and that's it.
Okay, you're representing by counsel? You have an attorney on the case?
Yes, ma'am.
What's his or her name?
Jordan Group, just the paper here.
Okay. What's going on with this?
City of North Miami Officer Sophia Dessalines. I spoke to the lawyer for this case. It was for them to fix the roof of the property. I spoke to her yesterday. She did say they try to get things fixed with the insurance so they can take care of the roof. I did tell her the case been running for too long. I won't be able to give her the time she was asking for because she was asking up to 6 months. Yeah, I told her come to the special magistrate. The least I could agree to is 60 days.
All right, so you are in the process of working things out with your homeowner's insurance, correct? All right, so let me keep things uniform. What did I give the first gentleman that was here? How long did I give him?
What was his name?
I gave him 60 days. So let's reset 60 days. Okay?
Yes.
All
thank
right,
you.
ma'am. Good luck to you.
Item number 15, 16, 17, 19, and 20. Officer Rahima Golden, customer Dixie Terrace condo. Case number image real 2017-00415. Image real 2017-00416. Image real 2017-00420. Image real 2017-00425. And image real 2017-00473.
Good evening. Please state your full name in relationship to the property.
All right. My name is Juan Bolivar. I represent the president of Dixie Terrace condo. She's the secretary.
My name is Mai Bolivar. I'm from the board from Dixie Terrace condominium.
16, 20, 25, 73.
Good evening, City of North Miami, Officer Rahima Golding from Minimum Housing. I've been in contact with both of them over the past couple of months, and they have done a lot of work on the building. They currently have just gotten in touch with a new contractor, and they are working on getting the painting done, the paving and the restriping, the plumbing pipes, and everything else. So I think that they've made great progress over the past couple of months, and they could use some more time to finish up these last few items.
Okay. But you did open a new case.
A new case for them?
Because I don't see on
No,
item
it's
number 21. Is
Yeah,
that the same?
It's complied.
This one, 21 is complied?
Mhm.
Got it. Okay. So in terms of time,
Okay, it's gonna take some time. I'd say for now, can we give them 3 months for now and see how far we get?
all right, reset 90 days on all. All right, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 32, Officer. Item number 32, Officer Ernst Baptiste, customer Geraldo A. Cinero, case number CEBPR 2017-0067. That's item number 33.
Thank you. Good evening. Please state your full name in relationship to the property.
Mi nombre es Gerardo Cisnero y soy dueño de la propiedad 620 Norris 130 Street.
All right, let's have our translator, please.
My brother.
No, we have a translator.
Okay.
Where is he? Okay.
What you need, I can help.
No, for now, the officer is going to present his case,
Okay,
and then I'll give you guys an opportunity to respond.
okay.
Ernst Baptiste, City of Miami Code Enforcement Officer. This is a case that
Well,
was.
just wait, because there's no translation going on.
Well, I speak English too.
I understand, but you're not translating, so.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, I understand. It's okay, thank you.
The minute you walk out, that's when I needed you, huh? Go ahead. Yes.
Ernst Baptiste, City of Miami Code Enforcement Officer. This is a case that was open since May 2nd, and case was adjudicated back in August, and we've been going back and forth and giving him time to get the permit, and still no permit on file.
No permit on file?
Nope.
I got it.
I've got it. You have something?
Yes,
Tiene.
today.
It was approved today.
It was approved?
Yes.
Hoy día.
Okay, show it to the officer, please.
Muéstrale al oficial.
Hmm? Okay.
He has it.
All right, what do you want to do?
Case dismissed.
That's it.
Case dismissed.
All right, thank you, sir.
Gracias. Thank
All
you.
right, bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Item number 32, Officer Edmund Fitzel, customer George Duttler, case number CEB-CM 2018-0003.
Item
Number 32.
number 32.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir. Please state your full name in relationship to the property.
George Dotzler,
Okay,
owner.
thank you, sir.
Edmund Fitzel, City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer. This property was sent a notice of violation on January 24th. It was posted with a notice to appear. Affidavit of service was filed. It was mailed notice to appear on February 22nd. This was cited under 295-602E, improperly of mooring of boats. All boats must be moored to a seawall, piles, hoist, boat lifts. And as of today, the boats still remain, and there's no seawall or piles.
I'm sure he knows what you're talking about. You want to show him some photographs?
Yes, it's just tied up.
Okay, could you read the relevant,
I'll read it again. I just
no,
quoted it by
not
heart.
your interpretation.
I'll
What
give
is
you, I'll
the
give you
exact
one.
words?
I'm not hearing anything. So give me 1 second. He's going to pass it forward, whatever he's shown you, and then we can have a conversation, because right now I don't know what you're
In all residential districts where boats are permitted to be moored in canals or waterways, all boats shall be moored to mooring piles, docks, boat lifts, or davits, hoist, or similar mooring structures.
Okay, so mooring structures. Yes? So you're saying there are no mooring structures?
No.
Okay.
Where's the picture?
Where are the pictures?
Magistrate, let me see it.
So what's restraining the boats? Why don't they just float away? How are they being restrained?
I'm gonna need some hand holding on this one. So there are no,
There's no, this, you know, it says right here in the synopsis, all boats must be moored to piles, docks, or on a lift.
okay,
And obviously, there's no piles, and the seawall's been washed away for many years. And there's no boat lift there, obviously, because there's no seawall.
okay,
And the neighbors are concerned about their property, with the large boat being parked there, that their property is going to be, or their seawall is going to be washed away.
I see, okay.
So are we talking
All right.
about the seawall or are we talking about the boats? I mean,
Talking
what
about
is
the
the
boats.
issue? The boat's moored.
Improperly.
Improperly?
No,
you said?
it's moored.
I
The
don't know.
requirement
I
is
mean,
that it's
there's
moored
the-
to
it's
a
right there.
mooring structure. And I have drawings here that show exactly how both boats are restrained.
And as of today, there's no seawall permit
Okay.
on file.
This is the definition of mooring.
Do I need to Google this?
This is a diagram of the back of the home and the boats. Those are for you.
I'm not an engineer.
He doesn't care. No, I really need to ask you questions about this.
Sir.
No, but that's
Sir.
evidence that
Sir.
he needs to examine.
Next time you want to put
Okay, I'll give it to you.
bring it here.
Okay, I'm dangerous, I see that.
Your Honor, just for clarification, I'm looking under Chapter 29, Article 7-101, the definition. Our code says mooring means any appliance, equipment, or device, including but not limited to mooring pilings used to secure a vessel to a dock or pier.
All right,
I have also Chapman's piloting navigation. This is the manual used by the Coast Guard for training their sailors and seamen. And we could go into that definition as well. But you have the drawing?
yes, I do, sir.
Okay, so
Is
there's-
it this one that you want?
Yes, there's two
Okay.
boats. And I'll start with the larger boat. At the front of the boat, the forward portion of the boat, there are two lines going to two moorings well inland. These are concrete piles, a concrete or steel post with concrete in the ground. And that's a 5/8 line going to both ends to two pilings in the front.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then, in addition, at the rear are two other lines to two additional pilings going to the aft of the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there are three piles in the water, of which he neglected. The two of them are below the surface. One is above the surface, and I've shown them there as circles. They're right here, adjacent to the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Three. 1, 2, 3. This one is above the water line and visible. The other two are below the water line, but still accessible to be attached to. And what I've done is, in addition to the 4 lines that are going inland, there are two additional lines going to two of the pilings which tie fore and aft on the boat. In addition, there are two additional moorings out in the water which run from 25 feet from my property line back to the floating dock and then tie up to the boat. And then again at the aft end, the same circumstance. This is a very heavy piece of steel. It's a wide flange member. It weighs about 300 pounds, and it has 50 feet of chain and 5/8 line. And the line runs through the length of the chain and also ties to the piece of steel. So if the chain gets rusty, it's not needing the strength of the chain. The chain is there as weight to hold the line down. And that provides for the movement of the tide up and down.
Mhm.
You know, because the heavy weight of the chain keeps the boat restrained in a particular area. Now, for people that are concerned, this is what was holding the boats during Irma.
Mhm.
And the boat's still there. The boat did not leave that point. It did not create any danger to anybody nearby. I was there on the boat making sure it was safe and well, and all was safe and well. Anyway, in total, the larger craft has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines. Any two of which could keep it in that location. And only one of which would be needed to keep it from leaving the area. But I have a higher standard. I don't want it to simply not leave. I want it to stay in that spot. Okay, now the sailboat. It has 2 lines from its bow inland, again to steel posts in concrete, and then it has 2 lines aft, again to heavy steel members sunk in the water with chain and line tied to the aft of the boat. This is where the boats are. This is where they stay. They go up and down with the tide. They move a little bit on their moorings, but there are moorings, and they are secured.
Do you have a copy of the article of the code?
Oh, no, but I can pass it forward.
Sure.
Just for your reference, I'm passing her an electronic copy of the code. There are 2 sections that are pulled up. The first is the section that you cited to, 29-5-601, subsection E, that talks about mooring of boats, and the other is the definition that I read out loud. So, the first 2 tabs.
Thank you.
And as far as a seawall,
Give me 1 second, sir,
Okay.
please.
If we were to examine his photographs, I could point out the various lines in his photographs and relate them to my diagram, if that would be of assistance. But this is exactly what is there. On the larger boat, I showed its lines in orange, and on the smaller boat, I showed its lines in red. They're close in color, but I think you can tell the difference.
Some of the lines you see there posted are an old chain link fence metal post that's in the ground.
Hmm?
That's a chain link fence pole that was in the ground.
Yeah,
I don't know if you can notice that in the photos.
I saw it.
Okay.
That's why I'm here looking at images, just to get a clear understanding.
I asked him to specify because I didn't understand that those were chain link fences that were eventually taken off. I asked him to clarify because I didn't understand that those were former chain link fences.
In Chapman's, a mooring is really a very simple device. It can be, it's basically a little mushroom anchor, some chain, and a line. It's a very generic term that can be applied to many different things.
For your purposes, yes, but our code is very specific on what's required for mooring and the types of structures that are allowed.
It sounds very general to me. Is she supposed to be testifying?
I'm
is-
representing the city attorney's office, and I'm here to advise the magistrate in the city and anyone else who needs it on what the code specifies. Yes.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay, well.
So explain to me in the photographs. So this one right here.
If we just counted the pilings, we would have met the requirements of the code.
Say that one more
3
time, I'm sorry.
pilings.
Say that again, sir?
If you just count the pilings, there's 3 pilings that I'm attached to 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Just attaching to that meets the requirements of the code. That I have gone further and added additional lines for my own peace of mind should not be penalized. But there are pilings, 3. They are being utilized.
How many did you see? How many
I
did
saw
you know?
exactly no piles, but that's another thing. Piles are supposed to be removed if they're broken or damaged and reinstalled.
Okay.
The fact that he can't see the pilings does not mean that they're not there, because they're inland of where he's looking with the boat. The boat's in the way of seeing the piling because they're up against the pilings themselves. Now, I can anchor to the pilings deep in the water and have a secure hold. The only part of the piling that was one of the 3 pilings, I put a PVC tube around it to preserve it in that place, and the other 2 are deep in the water. They're there, and they're connected to them. I mean, you've been by the property many times. You can't say you've never seen the pilings. I mean, if you go there at low tide, you can even run into it.
So do you agree with him that they're there but they're not visible?
I've never seen them. And it doesn't matter. They have to be replaced if
easy
they are
enough for
there.
me
So
to show
they have
you
to
a
be replaced as
photograph.
well if they're broken underwater. So it becomes a navigational hazard if the boats aren't there.
If you examine the diagram, the floating dock goes right up against the pilings and even over the other 2. That's why you see
I
the
didn't see a floating dock in the pictures, in the photograph. Are there?
It's there.
It's
It's in one of those pictures.
Well, he hasn't
Okay,
bothered
yeah.
to take a picture.
No, I
of
see it. It's in the last photo array.
Well, I haven't been provided photographs. I'm sorry, I can't look at them while you're looking at them.
I showed it to him.
Yeah, but we're discussing them. I mean, how can I? I don't see the floating dock in any of your pictures.
When I hear about the floating dock,
It's
that's next month.
fairly large. I don't know how he missed it. If he had taken a picture of it, you'd see the pilings.
Do you have photos, actual photos of it, other than the drawing?
No, I didn't bother to take any photos.
Why not?
Because I thought this would be easier to interpret. I'm sorry.
No,
And I
you
didn't
said they're
I
there.
expected him to have pictures.
He's showing me the photographs that he has, and you're saying that you have pictures that contradicts what he's telling me, but you didn't bring
I
them.
have hundreds of pictures. I could be here for an
Well,
hour looking.
I'm
for
not
it.
going to be here for an
Yeah,
hour
no,
with
of
you looking for
course.
your pictures.
I'll see what I can do. Maybe I can find it.
All right. I'm gonna reset this.
The city would like to have it adjudicated and set an abatement date. Because the neighbors are concerned about their properties. That's what
Then
this
the,
is about.
The neighbors can come and speak their minds. You know, this is totally hearsay. This, I don't even have a name for the neighbor.
I'm not,
It's just,
I'm
oh,
not
the
concerned,
neighbors.
I understand. I'm not concerned about the neighbors in this case. I'm concerned about what the officer is testifying to in terms of what he has observed.
This
You
survived
know
a
what we were,
hurricane.
I understand, sir. You know what the case is about. You know why we're here. You went through great length to bring me this drawing.
I
But you
never
didn't,
expected him
you
to deny
didn't.
the existence of the pilings. That's a really
But you're telling me
incredibly
that
absurd.
there are visible,
Underwater at low tide.
There's no, the one piling is visible all the time, high and low tide. The other two, they're fairly deep. They're difficult to see, especially since they're underneath my floating dock. But they're there nonetheless.
I understand.
I'm tied off
but
to them.
You didn't bring me the ones that are photographs of the ones that are clearly visible.
I'm sorry, but
that
I don't
he
have
missed.
underwater photographic equipment. But I can certainly take a picture of the one that's above water. And I could probably sleeve the other two and pull the floating dock in closer, and they would be visible as well. So that you would see 3 pilings in my photographs after I do that. And those would be sufficient to meet the requirements of the code. And if there's neighbors objecting, then they should object at least an affidavit. As far as the seawall fell in because my neighbor did his seawall and cut mine loose. And
What's keeping the boats in place? What's,
The
what
lines,
is it tied
the lines
to?
he explained, to fence post and gates.
Yeah.
There's no gates, but there are what once were fence posts. In addition to the 3 pilings and the 4 deep moorings on large pieces of steel and chain.
All right. I'm going to rule in favor of the city. Enter an adjudication. I'll give you 30 days. If you come back and you show me clear photographs, evidence of what you just testified to, then I will review my findings.
Would you like me to bring a piling? Also, I could bring a little demonstrator model. Would that assist you?
Whatever you want.
Okay, it's a little heavy. Hope nobody will be offended. I'll need like a wagon or something
Okay.
to bring it in.
All right.
But I'll show you exactly what is buried in the water to restrain the boat. I'll bring it so you can see how incredibly heavy it
I
is.
understand about that, but you told me there were 3 that were visible. That's what you
Well,
used.
There's deep water.
I understand that part.
moorings of the
Correct.
steel members.
Okay.
And the other pilings, they're there from before I owned the property.
I understand.
One is visible.
The officer is saying that he didn't see him.
No,
You said you have
he's
them. So I
not
said,
being
bring me.
exactly forthright. I hate to call him a liar. You know, perhaps he didn't see it, but then he's not looking.
Okay. All right, sir. See you in 30 days.
Okay.
I'm sorry, adjudication, 30 days, fine is 150.